That's Baby Jane from Rod Stewart on BBC Radio Northampton. Just gone 2:45. So you go to a bar, to a club, there's a singer there, and you think, who is that? They're working hard, and you're trying to catch the name. They never get the name. In the end, you go up to someone who looks like they know the singer, and you say, what's that singer's name? Because they're really good. Well, it could be this singer, because that's her life. She'll be at the Chili Village, at that building that looks like a saloon, a Mexican saloon bar on the Wellingborough Road in Northampton on Friday. Say hi to Hollie Marie Thompson. How nice to see you, Hollie Marie.
Hiya, Bernie. Hello.
Hollie Marie is your name.
Yes.
That you go by. You don't use the Thompson bit. You're Hollie Marie.
Yes.
That's a perfect stage name.
That's what I thought. I thought Thompson is just a bit too travel company at the time. So I ditched that bit and thought I'd just go with Hollie Marie.
So when did you discover your voice, your beautiful voice? As a kid, singing in the bedroom?
Absolutely, yeah. I was always singing. Mum used to say I'd sit on the swing in the garden, and apparently I used to sing Christmas. I used to sing a Cliff Richard song about Christmas.
Mistletoe and Wine.
In the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You loved music. It's timeless.
I do. When I was growing up, my dad was a DJ, so music was all around me.
Did you go to his gigs?
Yeah, absolutely. I believe I slept in his record boxes. Yeah, it was all around me.
How exciting. So when you were a teenager, because it seems to me, my many years on the planet, that the music for which one has a particular fondness is that of the time when you were a teenager.
Okay.
You like other stuff, but it's that I think you really like. So as a teenager, who were you singing to? Would it be girl groups, would it? Female singers at the time?
I suppose so, yeah. So I was born in 84,
Yeah.
so obviously the Spice Girls at the time. But because I was brought up around what my dad was playing, I was kind of more of a Diana Ross. I'm more of a Motown girl, really. So I've got kind of these influences from both. And at the minute, I'm loving my Motown set. I've got a show that I'm working on still. It's called Soul Town, and it's the Legends of Soul. And disco as well, I'm bringing that in.
Well, it's a standard thing, your set list, you'll go through, heard it through The Grapevine and Stand By Me and My Guy, through Footloose and Waterloo, up to Bruno Mars and Dua Lipa.
Yeah.
You've got to have all of those.
Got to have all of them.
To be a jobbing singer now, you've got to have them all in your locker.
Yeah, well, I always look at my audience that I've got in, or the people that I know come in, and I think, right, okay, this is what I'm doing this evening. This is what I need to do. It needs to be calm. And, when I'm at the Chili Village, I'll probably do some kind of schmoozy, softer stuff, and then I'll bring the party later. You've got to really look at your audience and go with them.
When I was a kid, cabaret bars were these things. London was the main place for them, places like Talk of the Town. And of course, people would be sitting down having their dinner while the singer was up trying to work. Well, that's what happens at these places. Mm-hmm. How do you feel doing that as you're singing? Do you never get the urge to grab the mic from the stand and say, will you put your fork down and listen to me?
Oh, absolutely not. I'm there to make the venue money, but I'm there for everyone to enjoy themselves. And if they're enjoying themselves through, having their dinner and listening to me in the background, that's fine. Because
you're creating an ambience, aren't you? That's
the idea.
The magic of a singer like you. You create a mood for a great night.
Absolutely. That's the plan.
So where did you learn to do it then? From sitting on the swing, singing Mistletoe and Wine in August. Yeah. It was then a leap to Butlins, was it?
Yeah. I was a redcoat for Butlins. I was in bands before I went to Butlins.
Talk to me about Butlins. What's that like? Because I used to go as a kid.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
So I was down in Bognor Regis, and yes, it's a fabulous place to cut your teeth. I decided that I did a BTEC in drama at Booth Lane in Northampton, and then decided that instead of kind of going to drama school and doing that, because I didn't really want to be an actress and I wasn't a good enough dancer really to go into the West End, and I was like, what am I going to do? I was like, I'm going to go to Butlins. And that's where I learned how to present. That's where I learned how to host karaoke and talk to absolutely everybody.
It's a great apprenticeship, isn't it?
Absolutely. Best place.
It went
so
out of favour from the 60s, 50s and 60s. All these people like Des O'Connor and these top performers, Jimmy Tarbuck, they all started doing red coat, blue coat stuff, depending on which camp they were. And then it went out of favour. But it's remained a fantastic place to get your groundwork as an entertainer.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you become an all-rounder, don't you?
Yeah, that's the plan.
And you learn how to sell a song, I guess. When you're on stage and you've got families there
Yeah.
and they're chatting and have a holiday, you've got to grab their attention, haven't you, with what they call showmanship.
Yeah, I sure do. There was some brilliant people that I worked with there and some amazing talent, and you really go, oh, I'm going to take that little bit from what they do. I'm going to take that little bit from what they do. And yeah, like I said before, it was all about making sure they had a great time. If I'm having a great time on stage, that's fab too.
Yeah. You wonder why they don't get a break, don't you, these people sometimes? You look at people who have made it and others who maybe aren't able to open the door despite knocking on it. And it's down to luck, isn't it? It's not talent. It's down to luck. Talent helps, of course.
Yeah.
But there are loads of people who just don't get the break, aren't there, in your game?
Absolutely. I'm always asked by people who say, oh, my niece, nephew, whatever, they can sing. They're great. You know, they should get up on stage. And I'm like, they absolutely should. But some of it's talent. And the other bit is what equipment to buy and how to put things together on stage and what the balance of the sound's going to be like and what tact you're going to take. It's all about that stagecraft. It's 50% stagecraft and 50% talent.
And you did this in tandem with another job. It's a pity this isn't TV because you look beautiful. You look amazing stage. Show me your nails.
I've gone for some green today.
They would be good because that's your business, isn't it?
It's another little business I've got on the side.
What do you do?
So gel polish from Gelish, and I just run a little home salon. Nails by Hollie Marie, and yeah. You know what? I'm half counsellor as well with that job.
You become a confidant, don't you?
You do, yeah. I'm just a people person. Absolutely.
Well, it's very good. And the gigs that you have, is there a shortage of good, decent venues in Northampton? Or
No.
are we well served here?
Oh, gosh. It's amazing here. Honestly, our music scene is happening. It's fabulous. Having said that, I have got one date to fill. I'm still looking for a gig on Friday the 9th. Had a cancellation 9th of December.
Oh,
so I'm
okay.
looking to fill that. If anyone's listening, I'm fab.
So
book me.
she is. She's great. Hollie Marie, she's great. That's what it says on the posters.
Oh, it's Hollie with an IE as well.
There you are.
If you're looking for me.
Be
yeah.
distinctive. So where do you like to play then? You're playing Chili Village, as we say, on Friday.
I'm playing the Chili Village.
Other places you like to play? Pubs good for you?
Pubs. I love a pub. You never know what's going to happen. I often do the Lord Byron on Kingsley, and I've done it quite a few times recently, and I never do the same gig twice. It's always a different group of people, and I'm like, right, they're going to like some rock stuff. You know, we're going to do Guns N' Roses today.
So can you tell as soon as you walk in and you take a look at who's at the bar, who are at the tables, the kind of stuff they're going to like? Are you quite good now after all these years of gauging it?
I think I'm pretty good at reading people, but you look at how they're dressed, but my tip is I put different songs on before I'm about to start. So if they're tapping their feet and if they're looking like they're enjoying themselves, I'm like, that's the direction we're going to go in today, or that's what we're going to avoid.
Yeah. Do you do weddings?
Yeah.
Love a wedding?
Love a wedding.
Great, aren't they?
Yeah, it's really lovely to be able to enhance somebody's special day like that. Absolutely.
And this is boom time, is it? Coming into December tomorrow. This is the busy month.
It is. It's been a bit trickier this year because of the World Cup being on at the same time.
Yeah.
So pubs have obviously already got a lot of their entertainment. But yeah, December's big.
A lockdown, you were wiped out, were you? You did nothing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So when you went back, was it strange singing again, or were you able to keep your pipes moving in the house by singing in the kitchen, in the shower and stuff?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I spoke to a lot of singers who, A, were exhausted come the end of their gig, whereas before they hadn't been.
Yeah.
And B, it was tight in the throat.
No, I found my voice was okay, but yeah, lifting the kit back in the car at the end of the night was...
You do that on your own?
Yeah, always. Yeah.
Your dad's still around?
Dad's still around. He comes and helps me sometimes and joins in. Sometimes I give him 20 quid beer money and he has a...
He's on the payroll.
He's on the payroll.
I love it. So give me your roster of gigs then. We're going to start on the Wellingborough Road at the Chili Village this Friday, yeah?
Yeah. Then I'm over at the Oliver Twist in Earthlingborough on the 16th of December. A new venue for me, the Windmill in Kingsthorpe it's Christmas Eve, so the 23rd. The White Elephant on the 30th. New Year's Eve, brilliant venue. It's free entry as well. The Collingtree.
In East
over in
Hunsbury, yeah?
Hunsbury.
Nice.
So that's for New Year's Eve, yeah.
Very
I've
good.
got a few others around as well. Definitely, if your listeners want to catch me on my Facebook, that would be fabulous. If they want to follow me on there, I'll put more about my local gigs.
Easy. And there'll be a phone number on there as well. Facebook for Hollie Marie, Hollie. Marie. You on Instagram?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram. You'll find me, same thing, Hollie Marie Vocalist on Instagram and Facebook, holliemarie.com.
Very
It's my
good.
website.
You're going to make people very happy.
Oh, I hope so.
And Chili Village this Friday. Opening song, do you know what you're going to open with?
Oh, gosh, no, it changes every time.
Does it?
Yeah.
Can you do Whitney? Can you do a Whitney song? Did you ever put any of them in? Because she had chops, didn't she, Whitney?
Scares me, to be honest. I've tried a couple of times.
She and Mariah Carey, you back away, don't you? Singers all back away.
Yeah. I mean, we can do All I Want for Christmas Is You. We can do that, Mariah, but yeah, they're very talented singers. And so I think what makes a great singer is knowing your where your talent is. You can't sing songs that are too big for you, and if I don't think I'm going to do them justice, I won't. That's where your talent is. You know what you can sing and you deliver it well.
I hope you have a good run up to Christmas,
Thank
Hollie Marie.
you.
Make people very happy. Nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you. Thank you.